Sales of existing homes surging for a second straight month as buyers get back into the housing market. CNBC's Diana Olick is all over it. She joins us right now from Washington with all the details. Hey, Diana.
Hey, Trish, you're right. This was a big jump, well beyond expectations. Existing home sales up 12.3% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 5.28 million units, still down 2.9% year over year. The realtors say it could be the brightening jobs picture or rising mortgage rates, which tend to get buyers off the fence, worried they might miss out on the lowest rates. Inventories dropped, as they always do in December, down to 3.56 million units, which at the current sales pace represents an 8.1 month supply. Prices down 1% year over year. Prices are still under pressure from distressed sales, which rose to 36% of all December sales. Also, qualifying for a mortgage is still difficult, and rates may rise as Fannie Mae increases fees to lenders. This also as the Obama administration is about to release its plan for reforming the GSEs. Joining us now in his first interview since leaving the administration, the Treasury Department, is Michael Barr, former Assistant Secretary for Financial Institutions and one of the architects of the Obama housing bailout. He's now professor of law at the University of Michigan and a CNBC contributor. Welcome to the program, Professor Barr. You were in the room.
It's a real pleasure.
You were in the room, in the trenches on how to reform the mortgage giants. Tell us where the administration is going, keeping Fannie and Freddie or eliminating them, and will there be a government guarantee in the future mortgage market?
Well, there's a real debate going on now about just how far to go in this report that Treasury is going to put out at the end of the month. I think the situation has become much more difficult politically, given the ascendancy of the Tea Party and the House Republican takeover. So I think it's a close question which way the administration is going to go. My hunch is that you're going to see a lot more emphasis on what needs to happen in the transition period and a much longer time fuse on actually reforming the institutions in the Congress.
But do you believe they will espouse that government guarantee or completely privatize the market?
Well, I think that if it were up to me, I would go ahead and come out strongly and say I think we need to continue to have a federal government guarantee, one that's very different from what we had in the past, one that's explicit, one that's fully paid for, one that doesn't benefit private shareholders, and one that's really only about catastrophic loss in the event that we have the kind of financial and housing crisis we've just gone through. I'm not sure whether Treasury will come out with that. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to keep their options open and to present that as maybe one option among many as they work with the Republican House and the Democratic Senate to try and get reform done. And again, really focus on the steps that we can all take together to keep Fannie and Freddie on the track of reform while the Congress deliberates this difficult problem.
And as you say, with the new Congress, the new Republican leadership in the House is already out, in fact, today, supporting a plan that completely privatizes the mortgage market and eliminates Fannie and Freddie. How do you think this fight is going to play out on the Hill?
I think it's going to be quite difficult. I think we're going to know for sure later this spring how serious the House Republicans are about pursuing that path. I think they're going to come under a lot of pressure from their constituents, from homeowners, from the realtors, from the home builders, all of whom will say, do you really want to put that kind of pressure to shut down the mortgage market? If you look at the mortgage